working. Oh, uh, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's you boy Shinobi Slayer. Today what we're gonna be doing is the good old All-Star Tower Defense tier list for the Mob Psycho update. This I've been debating whether to do this for a while, and I thought now would be a good time. And if I run you through the tiers, SS tier is going to be meta, S plus tier is going to be support meta, S tier is going to be hella good, A tier is going to be not bad, B tier is going to be kind of mid, C tier is mid, and F tier, what is there to say about F tier? So what I think I'll quickly do is I'll run through the low tier characters, as this will be completely as they're pretty much completely useless for the rest of the video. I think I will do the A tiers. Actually, I'll do the C tiers and mid tiers, and then I'll start. Actually, I'll do kind of mid, and the F tier. So yeah, it's not even that complicated. I'm just gonna speed run this. Oh yeah, I forgot to add a tier. And I only just realized that. Okay, so I just changed the S tier to S minus, and then I've added S tier, which is going to be meta for raid and story. Yeah, back to speedrun. Okay, that did take a decent amount of time because most of the characters in this game are what you call it, R, C, B, and D tier units. But these are the amount of characters that's gonna be in so A tier, S minus, S plus, SS. So yeah, I think we'll start from now because I think these are the units you're probably gonna wanna look for. We'll start with Blackbeard. Blackbeard, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the S tier for raids and story. He's definitely better than Katakuri for raids because Katakuri is a bit expensive, or Blackbeard isn't that expensive. So I would recommend going for Blackbeard if you're doing story mode or raid mode. Yeah, and he slows on the second upgrade, and he's quite cheap as well. At 7,000 cash, I believe. So yeah, he's pretty good. Alright, next character we have is Golden Frieza. I am going to put Golden Frieza in the hella good. Actually, Nah, I put him in not bad because what you call it? He's pretty good for raid mode. Actually, I'll put him in raid mode. Story matter. He's good for Marine HQ and what's the other raid? Spirit raid. He's good for those two raids. Um, yeah, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about Golden Frieza. And he got a buff recently as well, I believe. So yeah, Ichigo final. I'm gonna put in S plus tier for support meta, as he's the only slow unit that hits airs. So if you're going for any infinite mode that has air units in, you have to bring Ichigo, otherwise you're basically doomed. Luffy, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the A tier. He's definitely not bad for some raids. He's not as good for infinite mode. That's really the main reason why I'm putting him in the A tier, because of his use in raids, and decent in infinite mode as well. His model looks really cool as well. Not that's got anything to do with his new one, to be exact. But yeah, he's definitely not bad. His semi-AoE clone is pretty good. He is a bit more expensive than he previously was, as he got buffed. But nonetheless, decent character overall. Giorno, I'm going to go ahead and put in the A tier due to Julius, King of Wizards, being around and just being overall better than him. Better time rewind, better range than Giorno. But he is pretty good. If you don't have Julius, go for Giorno. Nagato, I am going to put in the S plus tier for raid mode and story, because he is very useful in the Hell Raid. So if you're gonna go do the Hell Raid, make sure someone brings Nagato. Gilgamesh, Gilgamesh, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the A tier. He's based my well, he's not that bad. He's a little bit expensive though, at 10 million cash, but he does solid damage overall. But his SPA is 30 seconds, so why would you want to use that? Six Path Naruto, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the A tier. He's pretty solid overall, so he can go there. Sukuna, I don't know if people still use him in infinite mode or not, so I think I'll just go ahead and put him in S tier for raid and story. So yeah, I think I'll just put him there in S tier for raid and story. He can be used in infinite mode. Actually, no, he did get a buff recently, which lines his SPA with how long the poison stays for. So I'll put him in SS tier for just for infinite mode. Gojo, we already know Gojo's the longest time stopper in the game. So he'll go in S plus tier for sport. Yeah. Dio over Heaven, I'm gonna go throw him in the A tier. The reason that he isn't S tier anymore is because, well, Diavolo exists. Oh wait, did I not put Aokiji? Did I not put Aokiji anywhere? Oh well. Yeah, I kind of forgot about Aokiji. He's a B tier unit. Speedwagon, you already know, best money unit in the game. Top of S tier for meta and support. Obviously, you know, best money unit. You need him for every mode you're using. He's just solid. Tengen, I'm gonna put in S tier for raid and story, because of he can be used in Sijin raid, Winterfell raid if that ever comes back to get Denji. Yeah, he's kind of expensive to upgrade, but it is possible to upgrade him. Brook, best buff unit in the game. Yeah, what did I have to say? Buff range and damage. Jiren's not bad, so I'm gonna go throw him in the A tier. Well, not bad. Obito, I'll also throw in the A tier. He's not as good as Sasuke or Yami, but he is pretty solid, so I'll give him top A tier. Yugi, unfortunately, he has gone all the way down to A tier due to the existence of Mob 7 Star, who's basically a better version of him. I could see potential in Subaru. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and put him in A tier, because he slows every enemy on the map and he time rewinds. I can see potential in him, but at the moment he's not very meta. God Zamasu or Few Zamasu, I'll put him in hella good. Wait a minute, hold on. I just realized something. Yeah, I just have to quickly switch those guys over. Cause I forgot S minus tier even existed. So yeah, I'll put them there. Yeah. Big Mom, I'm gonna go put. Well, there's a lot of time reruns in this game, which I'm beginning to realize. Yeah. Big Mom. Actually, Big Mom could go up there. Big Mom could go hella good. She's basically another time rewind. Like Juno and Julius. Aqua Goku got a buff recently, which actually increased his damage by a lot, but his range is still pretty bad. Actually, you know, I'll put him in not bad. His range isn't that great, but if you give him Prey Eye or Blue Eye Orb, he's actually decent. So yeah, I'll put him in not bad, maybe close to. Actually, I'll put him in. I'll put him in not bad. Killua, he is not bad. He's kind of expensive to max out though. He is actually, believe it or not, he's actually good for Sinjin raid for starting out, which I'll put him in hella good for. Roger, very good bleed damage. solid character overall and always has been ever since his release. Has kind of fallen out of favor though, and is actually can be used in story mode and raid. So I'll give him some credit and put him in S tier for raid and story. Whitebeard, Whitebeard can go in hella good. Actually, now he can go in not bad because wait, I should just put him in the beta because he did kind of get nerfed. My bad. Rayleigh. The reason I put Rayleigh down here is because of what you call it. If you put him in your leader slot, it will just infinite buff. Literally, it like the cooldown is basically 0. So yeah, just use Rayleigh for raid and story if you have him. He was in Star Pass though. Escanor is not bad, so I'll put him there. Yoshikage Kira actually got a buff, so yeah, I'll put him in hella good. Broly, you already know, S tier. Yeah, S tier for raid. Infinite mode, very very good. He is kind of falling down to the release of like Ichigo Mob. Yeah, but I'd still, I'll still use him if you have him. Zoro did actually get buff recently, making him the best bleeder in the game. So for that I am gonna put him above Broly. If you have Zoro, or if Zoro comes back to the banner, make sure to summon for this guy. This guy is crazy. He does more damage than bleed damage and overall damage than Denji. So if you're going for a bleed unit, make sure to bring Zoro 7 as well. Metal Cooler. What do I have to say about this guy? What do I have to say about him? He's best unit for raid and story mode. So yeah, just bring Metal Cooler and you clap and everything. Wait, why am I using this guy again? Okay. Raku's actually good for Marine HQ and anything that needs the electric element. So I'll give him S tier for raid and story. Blue Vegeta is basically a better version of what's his name, Broly. I'd say, yeah. People saying he's a better version of Broly, so I'll give him some credit. I do think Zoro is better though due to his bleed. So yeah. Raigan's not bad. So yeah, this 6-star Raigan, he's not bad. Sengoku can be used in Marine HQ, so I'll give him some credit and put him in there. Which is funny because he is a Marine. Diavolo, best what's it called? Map time rewind in the game, and also brings them back 3 corners from where they previously were. So that is really really good. So for that, I'm gonna put him in. I mean, it could be either one if you wanted to. I'll put him there, but he's more used for support. So S plus there. I'm not sure if it's a boy or a girl. Please tell me if Diavolo is a boy or a girl. I've been saying he's a boy, so correct me if I'm wrong. Gohan, basically, just really good overall, solid, very solid. So I'll put him in SS tier. Super Saiyan 4 Goku's actually not bad. People do underrate him quite a bit. He's got really good, believe it or not, better DPS than Beast Gohan. Not Beast Gohan. Blue Vegeta. So, I mean, if you have a an extra slot and you've got Goku and no other, very good units, well, make sure to try going for Goku. Yeah. Sure, yeah, I'll put him in there. But then there'll be, I'll just put Blue Goku up there. And well, they're about the same. I'd go for either one, but maybe a Super Saiyan 4 Goku's the way to go. Also, fix that Super Saiyan 4 bug. I am messing up today really badly. What's Sasuke doing now? Magma Marine is, I believe, has the second most burn damage in the game, so I'll put him in not bad. You can still use him for infinite, but Nezuko just outclasses him by far. Soul Snatcher is actually good for what's it called, raid and story, so I'll put her or Yuruichi, put her there. The 5-star, why am I using the 5-star? Why do I have the 5-star in here again? I don't know. Ace 5 star is actually pretty good for infinite and story. It's not as, I mean, he's better for story, so I think I'll put him in story mode meta or raid meta. Same thing with Tails. Tails is pretty good for story and raid, so I'll put Tails in there. He's basically a better version of Uryu. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is basically like, I think he's about the same as Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but I'd rather use Super Saiyan 4 Goku over Vegeta. So yeah, this Naruto's not bad for what's it called, story. So I will put him in not bad story and raid. Demon Lord Rimmer, you already know, she did get a cash nerf, which is really well, cash buff, basically reducing her cash to like 5 million, I believe. So that's pretty good. So I'll put him in SS tier. Actually, in SS tier for support. He does have really good DPS, and he's got the special ability, which basically, let's say, turns cloners into normal units. So I'll put him in S plus tier for support. This guy is hella good, but yeah, he's been a little bit too expensive, and he's controllable. So Sasuke, you need him for any mode that has air units, due to him having him being a hybrid off the start, and his Black Flames hitting air units. So yeah, just use him, and he got a bit buffed as well, so that's pretty good. This Naruto is definitely really good for Marine HQ. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in pretty close to Metal Cooler actually. I'll go put him in Raid Story meta. Yami, he has the most Black Flames damage over DOT in the game, so I'll put him next to Sasuke. Yuichiro is actually pretty good for story and raid, especially Sinjin. So I'll give him some credit, bro. And by the way, he's my favorite Hashira. So yeah. Ichigo Hollow is actually hella good. For yeah, he's good for raid and story, so I'll give him some credit and go ahead and throw him in on S tier for raid and story. Why am I flipping up today? This actually goes okay. Katakuri's 7-star is the best solo unit in the game. The only downside he has is he can't really be used in raid mode, and he doesn't hit air. So Ichigo 7-star, he is the best DPS unit in the entire game, and he's got an ability which only makes him hit air units, but he has the highest DPS in the game, as I've already said, I think. Yeah, it basically just increases his damage by like 1 or 2 million without buff, and his range from 100 to I believe 120. Well, just to let you know, for people who don't know how to activate his ability while he's being buffed, you're gonna have to wait for the buff to like turn off, and then you can activate the ability. Because a lot of people are confused on how to activate it. I'm just gonna say that now. He is very good unit nonetheless. I'd summon from him, because he's not that long before he kicks the bucket in ASTD from the Stardust banner. So yeah, summon for him while you can. And Julius, best time rewind in the game. You already know. He can go there. Combo's really good. He can go in hella good. Top of hella good. Definitely not that bad. I'd use him if you have him. Katakuri 6-star. He's basically a worse version of Blackbeard, but he still can be used, so I'll put him in not bad. This unit is not bad either. He basically shares the amount of cash that he has with other players. So about 100k a wave, I believe, which on level 125, which is what I have him at. And he shares about 100,000 cash between to everybody. So yeah, that's really really good. Super 17. He can go in metaphor, raid, and story. Uh, Basically starts with single target with one SBA, and then his upgrades are quite cheap. And then when he gets to the second upgrade, he gets a large semi AoE cone, which also hits airs and has 3 SBA. So he's basically really really good. Um, Princess Opala, I'll put in a she basically a worse version of Rimuru, but people do use her in story and raid, so I'll give her some credit. Put her in S tier for raid and story. Octo the Greedy. If you need another money unit, bro, you have to use Octo the Greedy. Although you have to save up all this cash, otherwise he'll kind of be useless. And he's only and cash out when you need to. Otherwise it's just gonna end up. He's gonna end up being useless. This basically is a reskin of Tengen, which is definitely not bad. So I'll go ahead and put this reskin version of Tengen in, basically next to Tengen. Denji, I still consider him really good. He can be used in Raider's story. And for that, I'll probably put him in S tier for Raider's story. He still can be used for infinite mode, but he's not as good due to obviously Zoro existing. But yeah, you can still use him if you wanted to. But yeah, yeah. Actually, I'll put him in. Yeah, I'll just keep it like that. I'll just keep it like that. This Yor, I believe, got a buff. I don't really know how big the buff is, so I'll put it there. Yeah, I think Yor can just go there. Maybe. Maybe not bad. This guy, Fisherman can go in meta for support. He's not as good because he's RNG based, but that RNG can get you somewhere. So yeah, I'll put him in S plus tier for support. I mean for um, yeah, for just S plus tier. Nezuko, best burn damage in the game. Use him with use her with Zoro, and you got a really really good combo. Because Zoro hits airs, and Nezuko can also hit airs. She can burn the air unit. So if you bring Nezuko if you have Zoro, because then basically you'll be slapping everything. That sounds weird. Krillin is actually not bad for Raider's story. So I am gonna put him for that in what you call it? For that I'm gonna put him in hella good. Oh, the problem, yeah, the bottom's hella good. And we're coming up to the last one, Mob Psycho. Basically the better version of Yugi. Doing I believe where'd Mob go? Yeah. Basically he's there he is. Basically he's doing 2.5 trillion damage when you use his ability. So for that I'm gonna put him in SS tier. I'd say he's there. I wouldn't. I mean, you could consider him as good as Ichigo, for damage farming, but I'd still go for Ichigo because he's a little bit harder to farm. So, in my opinion, I'd still go for Ichigo. But if you do have Mob, obviously, he's pretty good. This Deku is apparently actually not bad for Raid and Story. So I'll give him some credit. And finally. Oh wait, no, that's it. There's a copy of Esdef, by the way. Yeah, let's just ignore. We'll ignore that. That is the tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, obviously, please leave a like. Make sure to comment as well what you think, because I read all comments. Also, like, subscribe, because I also do edits. Yeah, if you see that, they do take a decent amount of time, so that it'll be great if you like and sub, because yeah, I'm your guy when it comes to ASTD. So yeah, I will see you in the next one, and I'm gonna end it right there with yeah. Okay, just see you guys.